Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute. Today I'm going to be talking about the NWSL Challenge Cup. It is the NWSL's proposed plan for the 2020 season. So I'm going to be discussing basically everything about the tournament, how it's structured, where you can watch it, what the schedule's like, and just every little detail you need to know about it. So if you're interested, stay tuned. As always, timestamps will be located in the description box below if you are interested in skipping through the video. As a disclaimer, I just wanted to say that this is a tournament happening in the middle of a global pandemic. So there are obviously going to be some players who don't want to participate, and that is not a bad thing. That's not an unfair thing. That is totally okay. So I just want to encourage you guys, and not even encourage, say and remind you all that you need to be respectful of everybody. With all that's going on in the US right now, from coronavirus to racial injustice, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm thinking about you all and that this channel is a safe space for everybody. And I am going to leave some resources down below on where you can learn more to become a better ally, a better person, a better friend, and just to become more educated about what's happening. And, oh, also, no, I'm not wearing a hat. It's hot in Texas. It's 2:20 in the morning and it is 81 degrees out, so let's get started. If I'm looking down, it's because I have my notes on my phone. So what is NWSL? I'm glad you asked. The NWSL stands for the National Women's Soccer League, and it is the first division women's soccer league in the United States, home of the current 2019 Women's World Cup champions, the United States women's national team. Founded in 2013, the league is the longest-lasting domestic soccer league for women in the United States, which is a huge accomplishment. Consisting of 9 teams, the league usually lasts from April to late October, ending in a championship game that gets pretty intense, but this year things are different with coronavirus. There are 9 teams in the league, which include the North Carolina Courage, Portland Thorns FC, Utah Royals, Olympic Lyonnais Reign, Orlando Pride, Washington Spirit, Chicago Red Stars, Houston Dash, and Sky Blue FC. North Carolina Courage. Located in Cary, North Carolina, they are the reigning champions of the 2019 and 2018 NWSL Championship game. They're not my faves considering they're my favorite team's rivals. Basically, everybody always wants North Carolina to lose. Unless you're a North Carolina fan, then you obviously want to win, which you're good at doing that. Portland Thorns FC, located in Portland, Oregon. They won the NWSL Championship in 2013 and 2017, and have consistently ranked highly in the league standings. Utah Royals FC, located in Sandy, Utah, added to the league in 2017, playing their first season in 2018. They are a new team full of young players trying their best to mesh together, despite changes in coaching over the last few years. They originally were located in Kansas City as FC Kansas City, so they basically rebranded, relocated, and got new ownership, management, and now they're in Utah, so that's fun. They haven't really been very good consistently, and I think that if they can pull some top players, that they can be good, but currently I don't see them doing very well in this tournament, but we will see. I'm not sure. I can't predict the future. Olympic Lyonnais Reign, or OL Reign, as I'm going to call them. They used to be Seattle Reign, or Reign FC. They change their name every year, it feels like. They're located in Tacoma, Washington. They're also one of the top competing teams in the league, losing twice in semifinal matches. I think they're going to win it all this year, based off of their roster, how they've been training. I think they're going to win, although I don't really want them to. I think they're going to. Hey everybody, I just wanted to pop on here real quick and say that Orlando Pride is actually not playing in this tournament. I will explain it a little bit later on in the video. I'll leave a timestamp on the screen if you want to skip to that, but basically 6 other players have been tested positive for COVID, so they've dropped out of the tournament. That was released today. I filmed this like 3 days ago, so I just wanted to pop in and say that, but also I'm going to explain what the team is, who they are, and some of their players anyway, just so you have an idea of who they are, but they're actually not playing in this tournament. Orlando Pride, located in Orlando, obviously. They came in dead last in last year's season. Despite their list of talent, they couldn't seem to find the back of the net, while their defense lacked organization. Washington Spirit, located in Washington, D.C., they are one of my favorite teams, and one team that I think has huge future. They are loaded with potential. They have tons of young talent. If you are into women's college soccer or youth women's national team, you will probably know who a lot of the players are on the roster if you go read it. Entire team is like fresh out of college or 1 or 2 seasons into the league. So they're a very young team, but I think that makes them really dangerous because they're all so excited and ready to play. And I think that if Richie Berg, their head coach, can get the team together and have enough chemistry, they can really be something. I think last year they always competed so well against top teams, but for some reason when they play the lower teams, they just played awful. And I was always so confused. I'm like, y'all, if you win, maybe you can go to the playoffs. They were so close to the playoffs, didn't make it. But I think that they have a really good chance this year if they can get their chemistry together. Chicago Red Stars, located in Chicago. They are one of the top competing teams in the league, making it to nearly every playoff race in the league's history. Despite this, they seem to fall short, as they have never won an NWSL title, including losing in last year's final to North Carolina Courage. They're a good team, but they always seem to fall short in big pressure moments. Houston Dash. Located in Houston, they are one of the lower-ranking teams. Players consistently desire to leave this club, and few want to play here, but they are a hard-working team. I think it's going to take a while for them to kind of bounce back because unlike Sky Blue, who I'll talk about in a minute, they play at a good stadium. They have resources. They just aren't good. That's just the facts. They're just not good. Last but not least, Sky Blue FC. Located in Harrison, New Jersey, one of the lower-ranking teams, winning only 1 game in 2018. Despite this, change in management has lifted their spirits, and I think they have a lot of potential going forward. So that's a basic definition and overview of the NWSL. If you want me to do a more in-depth video of the following topics on the screen, let me know. This is a North Carolina Courage roster. Goalkeeper Stephanie LeBay, Samantha Murphy, Caitlin Rowland, defenders Lindsay Agnew, Abby Dahlkemper, Jayleen Daniels or Hinkle, Abby Ursig, Haley Harbison, Kaylee Hertz, Haley Mace, Merritt Mathias, Addison Merrick, Sinclair Miramontes, and Ryan Williams. Midfielders Dabinia, Crystal Dunn, Samantha Mewis, Lauren Millett, Denise O'Sullivan, Carrie Roquero, and Meredith Speck. Forwards Kristen Hamilton, Jessica McDonald, Mackenzie Meehan, Allie Watt, and Lynn Williams. This is Portland's roster. Goalkeepers Bella Bixby, Britt Eckerstrom, Adriana French, defenders Kelly Hubley, Megan Klingenberg, Emily Mingus, Megan Nally, Madison Pogart, Catherine Reynolds, Becky Sauerbrunn, Autumn Smithers, and Kristen Westfall. Midfielders Celeste Bourret, Lindsay Horan, Emily Ogle, Rocky Rodriguez, Angela Salem, and Gabby Seiler. Forwards Simone Charlie, Marissa Everett, Tyler Lucy, Annika Rodriguez, Christine Sinclair, Sophia Smith, and Morgan Weaver. You can read the statement below from Tobin. She's not playing in this tournament due to COVID risks. This is Chicago's roster. Sorry if I butcher names. Goalkeepers Emily Boyd, Cassie Miller, Alyssa Nair. Defenders Cameron Biegalski, Julia Bingham, Tierna Davidson, Hannah Davidson, Julie Ertz, Zoe Gorowski, Sarah Gordon, Zoe Morse, Kayla Sharples, Casey Short, and Bianca St. Georges. Midfielders Morgan Bryan, Danielle Colaprico, Vanessa DiBernardo, Savannah McCaskill, Yuki Nagasato, and Cassie Rohan, Ella Stevens. Forwards Mackenzie Doniak, Rachel Hill, Katie Johnson, Sarah Lubert, Zoe Radai, Michelle Vasconcelos, and Kaylee Watt. Yeah, I definitely butchered those. This is Utah's roster. Again, I'm going to butcher a lot of these. Goalkeepers Nicole Barnhart, Abby Smith, Melissa Lauder. Defenders Elizabeth Ball, Rachel Corsi, Taylor Leach, Gabby Vincent, Katie Bowen, Kelly O'Hara, Mallory Weber, Marissa Shiva, Michelle Maimon, and Maddie Nolf. Midfielders Vera Buquete, Diana Matheson, Desiree Scott, Chesley Strother, Lola Bonta, Emanata Diallo, Gunny Johnsdaughter, and Kate DeFava. Forwards Brittany Ratcliffe, Amy Rodriguez, Ariel Ship, Jara King, Taylor Lytle, and Holly DeGarda, Reza Strom Okimoto. And this is a response from Kristen Press. She's not playing either, so if you want to read that, just pause. This is Washington's roster. Goalkeepers Aubrey Bledsoe, Devin Kerr, Katie Lund. Defenders Tegan McGrady, Sam Staub, Paige Nielsen, Jenna Hellstrom, Brooke Hendricks, Tori Huster, Kaya McCullough, and Natalie Jacobs. Midfielders Dorian Bailey, Jay Bossier, Jordan DiBiase, Maggie Doty Howard, Rose Lavelle, Megan McCool, Jessie Scarpa, and Andy Sullivan. Forwards Avery Collins, Bailey Feist, Ashley Hatch, Katie McClure, Ashley Sanchez, Crystal Thomas, and Kumi Yokohama. This is Sky Blue's roster. Goalkeepers Dee Herachich, Megan Hins, Amanda or Mandy McGlynn, Kaylin Sheridan. Defenders Sabrina Flores, Mandy Freeman, Estelle Johnson, Gina Lewandowski, Kaylee Reel, Erica Skrosky, and Chantel Swaby. Midfielders Cassidy Biantente, Nicole Baxter, Jennifer Cujo, Elizabeth Eddy, Naho Kawasumi, Margaret Purse, or Midge Purse, Dami Richardson, Madison Tiernan, Sarah Woldmo or Sarah Killian, Kenny Wright, McCall Zerboni. Forwards, Imani Dorsey, Paige Monahan, Ifioma Anumanu, and Evelyn Vians. OL Reign's roster is goalkeepers Michelle Betos, Casey Murphy, and Carly Nelson, defenders Lauren Barnes, Amber Brooks, Alana Cook, Steph Cox, Michaela George, Madison Hammond, Celia, Adrienne Jordan, Kristen McNabb, and Taylor Smith. Midfielders are Morgan Andrews, Shirley Cruz, Jess Fishlock, Kelsey Hedge, Allie Long, Rebecca Quinn, Danny Weatherholt, and Rosie White. Forwards are Bethany Balser, Sophia Huerta, Darian Jenkins, Mariah Lee, Nicole Mamiki, Jasmine Spencer, and Jody Taylor. Lastly, Houston's roster. Goalkeepers Jen Campbell, Amanda Dennis, Lindsay Harris. Defenders Alicia Chapman, Katie Naughton, Megan Oyster, Allie Prysock, and Erin Simon. Midfielders Shay Groom, Haley Hansen, Cece Kaiser, Christy Mewis, Christine Nan, Cami Privet, Sophie Schmidt, and Bri Vasali. Forwards Bridget Andrzejewski, Rachel Daly, Jemiah Fields, Veronica Lasco, Megan Kelly, Kayla McCoy, Nichelle Prince, and Katie Stengel. Challenge Cup. It's no secret that sports leagues across the world are trying to figure out how to open back up during these unprecedented times. Without the 2020 season, many leagues are losing millions of dollars. Athletes aren't being paid, and many smaller leagues are questioning whether or not they can sustain a year without profit. The NWSL is one of these smaller leagues, and is one of the first leagues in the world to reopen, proposing a new plan, the 2020 Utah Challenge Cup. According to the NWSLsoccer.com, the 25-game tournament will kick off on June 27th, 2020 at Zions Bank Stadium in Harriman, Utah. While spectators will not be in attendance, fans can catch all the action via CBS All Access, with the opener and championship game also airing live on CBS. So basically the Challenge Cup is a month-long tournament all located in Utah. So all the clubs will have to fly out to Utah and they'll basically play a tournament. Whoever makes it at group stage competes in a quarterfinal, semifinal, and then the final. Tournament format will be similar to what we see in international play, so like a World Cup. According to the NWSL website, the format of the tournament will feature the league's 9 clubs, each playing 4 games in the preliminary rounds to determine seeding. The top 8 teams will advance to the quarterfinals, with the tournament becoming a knockout competition. After that, the semifinal and final will be held to determine the winner. The tournament is located in Utah for a few reasons. According to the NWSL website, this international-style tournament allows the league to safely return to the pitch and will be hosted by Del Loy Hansen, owner of Utah Royals FC, who will accommodate all housing, training, and competition needs for the league's 9 teams and create an NWSL village to control as much of the environment as possible. More precautions include each player, official, and essential staff member will be tested 48 hours prior to departure for Utah and upon arrival, and will be subject to consistent testing, temperature readings, and symptom review throughout the stay in Utah. This was definitely like a new concept to me because I was fully expecting them to postpone the season and just shorten it. I remember like the rumors circulating that they're going to make a tournament, and I was like, why would they do that? And now they're making a tournament. The idea of the NWSL Village was kind of odd to me because it raised a few questions. One, mainly, what are the moms going to do? What about Sarah Gordon? She has a son. Or Amy Rodriguez, she has 2 kids. Or Jessica McDonald, like there are plenty of moms. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. But I think something that's important to consider is that the United States is huge. You can't just hop on a train from Portland to Orlando and arrive in like an hour. That's like a whole process. So I think it's easy to look at other leagues around the world and say, okay, well, they can reopen. Why can't we? Well, we got a lot of space to travel, and obviously you don't want to, increase the amount of people you could come in contact with. So I understand the whole idea of making it a tournament because it lessens the chance that they're going to see outside people. Obviously, there are going to be people who don't want to play in the tournament because, I mean, think about it. One person gets corona in the NWSL village, and what if it spreads like wildfire? Then what? But I think one positive to take away of notable players who aren't playing is that it opens up opportunities for other players to shine through, like Sophia Smith. For example, if Tobin Heath's not playing, then maybe her and Morgan Weaver can get an opportunity to show what they have, and, it's awesome. I'm excited for that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this, and let me know if you would participate in this tournament if you were given the opportunity to. So there are a few ways you can watch. You can watch from CBS, CBS All Access, and Twitch. Twitch is free for international and domestic fans. CBS isn't free, but many package deals include CBS already. So if you have like DirecTV or Spectrum or something, you probably already have CBS, but I would check to make sure. But just to be safe, I recommend everybody making a Twitch. It's free, it's easy, and I will show you exactly how to do that right now. So step 1, you need to search up Twitch. Click the first thing and it should take you to this page. In the top right corner, click sign up, make a username. You can follow me if you want. It's going to want a password, date of birth, and email address. And then it's going to send you a verification code. You verify your account. And then this is how it should look. At the top, search up NWSL Official and click the one with the purple check mark. And it should take you to this page here. This is their official account. Now you can go back and watch these videos if you'd like. They stream pretty regularly. In the far right, you can like and subscribe. Now they have different tiers. I don't really know the difference between all of them, but you don't have to pay for them. You can watch the entire Challenge Cup for free. So this is how you watch if you're international or domestic. I'm not going to make a CBS account just because I'm not going to waste my money, but I would search up to see if your TV provider carries CBS. I'm sure it does. It's a very popular channel. Figure out what channel it's on, and yeah. I will have this linked in the description below, so if you'd like to go click on it. This is the preliminary schedule, and then this is the knockout stage schedule. COVID risks. I wanted to talk about this a little bit. I already filmed an entire section of this video, but new information has come out, so I decided to refilm it. The information that came out is that 10 people, 6 players from the Orlando Pride and 4 staff members have been diagnosed with COVID-19. According to an article from ESPN, I'll have it linked below, it says the Orlando Pride has withdrawn from the upcoming NWSL Challenge Cup after 6 players and 4 staffers tested positive for the coronavirus, a significant setback for a league attempting to become the first in American professional team sports to resume competition. Amanda Duffy, Orlando Pride's executive vice president, said, "This was obviously a difficult and disappointing outcome for our players, our staff, and our fans. However, this is a decision that was made in order to protect the health of all involved in the Challenge Cup. While we were all excited to see the 2020 Pride on the field this weekend, our priority is now making sure our players and staff are safe." Which I respect that. I think them pulling out was the best decision they could have made, considering based off the NWSL protocol, which I'll leave a link to down below. I'm not going to read all of it. Basically, if you come into contact as a high-risk person, you have to quarantine for 14 days. And obviously the tournament is coming up. There's no way every single person on the team, including staff, is probably high risk. So it was the only decision they could make to pull out of the tournament. That was the best decision in my opinion. This threw off the entire league schedule, so that's disappointing as well because people like myself have to go update all their calendars, so that sucks. This is obviously tough on everyone, including the Pride players. Sydney LaRue tweeted, "I'm heartbroken. The majority of our team and staff worked our asses off to put us in the best position to play the game we love again. Not just for ourselves, but for our families, friends, fans, and our city. Good luck to the teams going to Utah. Wish we were there with you. Stay safe." Kyle Krieger, Ali Krieger's brother, tweeted this, "The truth will come out, and these players need to be waived. Putting so many people at risk because you wanted to fucking go out to a club. 120,000 plus people are dead in the US. This isn't a fucking joke." He went on to quote tweet saying, "I'm mad, scared, and I would like a word with a few of them who went out." So obviously this is very interesting. Caitlin Murray said, "Speaking to a few sources, it appears NWSL players were supposed to self-isolate, but a group of younger Orlando Pride players went out to nightclubs and bars, which have been open in Florida. Transmission was determined to not be through training, which was the main concern. Multiple sources from throughout the NWSL tell me veterans are angry and don't want the tournament derailed because of this. They chalk it up to the actions of players who didn't follow the rules in place. We'll follow up as I get more info. I'm not a drama channel, so I'm not going to spill the tea, but it's really not hard to figure out who these players are. Just go on Twitter. You'll find it, I promise. I found it in 3 seconds. If you don't know where to look, then you need to look harder. But basically, 5 or 6 of the rookies on the team went out to some bars, got COVID, then went to training and infected more people. This is just so irritating to me because you can get turned at home. You will have just a great time. I mean, here in Texas, there's this app called Favor. You can get alcohol delivered to your house. So, like, there's no excuse. I mean, if you would have gotten COVID from a protest or going to the grocery store, like, oh my god, shit happens. Like, that's a completely different story, and that's obviously something all the teams have considered. There are going to be places you have to go. The thing that's crazy to me is, Sadie LaRue has 2 kids. Tony Presley just recovered from breast cancer. There are players on the team who have people in their lives who are at risk. So why would you put your teammates at risk, especially as a rookie? Dog, that's like the last thing you would do. They single-handedly got the entire team taken out of the tournament. I do think they should have to face some consequences for what they've done because, I mean, I would be pissed. If I spent months training for this to find out that we can't go and that I might be sick because some kids went to a bar, I would be so angry. Kyle Krieger thinks they should be waived. I think that might be a little too far, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Sorry if you hear background noise, but Ashlyn Harris put this on her Instagram story yesterday. Sitting in a testing drive-up on a few hours of sleep. Sleeping on opposite sides of the house from my wife. My teammates and staff separated from their families. I'm disappointed, sad, scared, frustrated, and all the things in between. So, Ashlyn Harris might have corona. I mean, I don't want to throw things out there, but I mean, this sucks. And obviously I feel awful for them and I just wish nothing but the best for their team and everybody who's been infected. But this is something that could have been prevented, and I think that's why it's so irritating, is because there's no need. There's just no need. And this raises other questions about this tournament. You know, this could happen, maybe not in the same context, but what if someone gets infected and like 20 players on a team, then you pull out, then what? You got to change the schedule again? It just raises too many questions. So I don't know if this tournament is a good thing. It's raised a ton of more questions. People in the comments on their NWSL Instagram and everything are commenting, cancel the tournament, and it's like, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But personally, I don't have a strong opinion on either because the players wanted this tournament. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think. I know today's video was long, but this is all I have for today. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, let me know and give it a thumbs down. I'll leave my social media in the description below if you want to go follow me. I will, if any more information comes out, I will let you know on Twitter. I also recommend following the NWSL social media. I'll also link that down below so you can stay up to date on all the information because I've refilmed this and filmed this a ton of times. New information keeps coming out and I just want to get this up. So if anything major changes, I'll either put it in the description or I will make it a comment. So all that said, if this is your first introduction to the NWSL, don't let all of this unorganization get to you because it's kind of always like this. But be patient. And yeah, I hope you guys stay safe and stay healthy, and I will see you all in my next video. I forgot to say, subscribe. What are we almost at? I don't even know. Is that bad that I don't know? We have 411 subs. Dude, that's crazy. So sub. Bye.